I kinda love the Voyager XL. I'm sure a lot of you have seen my XL folders video, and I probably won't be saying anything much different about this than in that one. But I did say some negative things about the Voyager XL, and this is a positivity channel now, so we're gonna give the Voyager some love. So what is there to like about the Voyager XL? What is there to like? Well, it's kind of BA, isn't it? It's kind of good looking. It's kind of sexy. It's sexy, man. I know I've ragged on the clip point. I said the clip point's not exactly my favorite. But the clip point, in my opinion, is definitely fashionable. Probably the most fashionable of all the blade designs. Number 2, it can get sharp. So I haven't sharpened it in a while, but it can get sharp. There's like a test you can do to see if your knife is like sharp enough where you just keep making thin, I'm making a mess in my room. But anyway, yeah, this thing can get sharp. One day I was cutting up some chicken and I slipped and I filleted my finger. I don't know if you can tell that it grew back quite nicely. I have like Wolverine healing, but right there, I really can't see it in the viewfinder that good. You might be able to see it. It's a little discolored because it's just scar tissue. There's no more real flesh there. It's been replaced. This doesn't say, usually that says what kind of blade steel it is. This doesn't say what it's made out of. But whatever it is, it's fairly easy to sharpen. It's not too difficult. I mentioned in the past someone used this as a screwdriver. Ever so slightly. There's a bit of a nick, if you could spot it. I worked most of it out with like that disc, the Lansky sharpener that Amazon always recommends you, and like a kitchen honing rod, and as you can see, it's decently sharp. Almost got it back to the factory edge. Number 3 reason to like the Voyager. It's light. It is very light. This is my daily carry here. The Raja 2. And this is heavy. I have it right here, how heavy it is. I'm going to put up the picture. This is 13.3 ounces. It's pretty heavy. To compare, the Voyager is 7.45 ounces. So like almost half of the weight. To compare, let's compare the spines. You can see that the Voyager has a very thin blade compared to the Raja, very thick spine on that. This is a nice flat grind, thin blade. The handle is this plastic that weighs pretty much nothing. Compared to carrying the Raja or the Espada around, this doesn't even feel like it's there. So if I'm just going out, if I'm going grocery shopping or something, I won't pull out the full kit. Sometimes I'll just throw the Spartan in my pocket. I'll just keep that in my tray. I'm not going to talk about the tray. And the Spartan is 9.05 ounces. The Spartan is heavier. The Spartan is heavier than the Voyager. The Spartan has a bit of a... I don't know if it's that much thicker. I don't know if the spine is that much thicker. If we can kind of see there. It's not much thicker. This handle's a lot heavier on the Spartan though. But I like the Spartan. The Spartan is cool. But recently I've been carrying the Voyager around because even though the Spartan is smaller, it feels heavier. It's got a different pocket feel. You can see that one's not much bigger than the other one, but like the geometry of it, this is a little bit longer. It's a bit, I don't know, more sleek. It just feels better to me. Okay, it's my opinion. Number 4. Practical blade geometry. I just talked about the flat grind on this. Flat grind, I think it's one of the most practical blade grinds. If I, for all the times you have to do this, but if I had to carve something with this, I could. I'm not sure I could say the same about the Spartan, that if I was in a survival situation, I'm not sure it would be as easy to carve something with the Spartan as it would be with the Voyager. Now, of course, if it has an edge, like people carve stuff with a rock. They'll carve boats out of a giant tree stump with just a rock. But I feel like the flat grind makes it easy to do all sorts of things. Now, I know Lynn Thompson says such ridiculous stuff. He talks about using his Espada XL to skin a mouse. Yeah, for all the times in your life where you're gonna skin a mouse. But anyway, yeah, flat grind is versatile. I was on a podcast called Cooking with Ike, and I was cutting up some cabbage for some coleslaw, and I had my Spartan, and I got that out, and it was not easy to cut up food with the Spartan. The blade geometry just didn't make it easy. It was sharp, and the initial cut in was fine, but this geometry was not conducive to cutting up food. Where this is just a flat grind, like a kitchen knife. And it has happened before where I've just been, at like a picnic or something, and people will say, yeah, anyone have a knife? Oh, we didn't bring a knife, we can't cut the food. Whip this out, save the day. So, there's 4 reasons that I like the Voyager. We're not saying anything bad about the Voyager today because this is a positivity channel. And to end, we're gonna practice this a little bit. There's a guy we're mutual subscribers. We've subscribed to each other on YouTube. His name is Kung Fu Love NYC, and he has this opening trick. I'll put the link to that video in the description, where instead of like doing that, having to flick it open, which if I'm doing it like that, it's not as easy. He has a way where if you you can flick it open like that, and it's not just in your wrist, because he mentions this. You can't just flick your wrist and get it to open. You have to drive your whole arm, and I find that I have to put my elbow in, like twist my elbow in front of me, so from the shoulder, all the energy, just twist everything, and it opens right up. It's so cool. Let's see if I can do it. Love it. It's so fun. Almost, that one wasn't a good one, because I didn't push my elbow in front of me. Yeah. This is not a trick. Watch. One continuous shot from here. Closed. Open. It's pretty cool. I need a lot of practice with this to consistently do it, because I do it too fast and I only turn with my wrist. I don't quite get it all. I gotta build the muscle memory to turn my elbow in. I don't think that the blade geometry of the Spartan is gonna make this work, but we can try. Oh, it works! It's a little bit harder. I'm not very good at this either. It's not my technique. I need to train more. Yeah, that's so satisfying too when you get it. I'm done trying with that. Let's try it with the ti-lite. The ti-lite might be a little tougher because it does Oh, kinda. The ti-lite's not really hard. This is really the easiest. It's just a down, then up. It's so easy, just to flick it down, then flick it up. Super easy. It's not like a big movement, although you can do it with a big movement. It's just a small, and it's open. Small flick forward, that gets it halfway like this, and then up the rest of the way. So you don't really have to. And Kung Fu Love looks like he works out a bit more than me. I have been working out a little bit, but let's try it with the Raja. Oh yeah, this big blade makes it fly right out. You can really feel it. Like, I know when I don't get it right, I sort of know. If I do it right, it feels good. Like, you know when you've done it right. Like, I knew that I didn't get the power going there. Let's try it with the Espada. That didn't take a lot of effort. Let's do it again. Oh yeah, that's good. I think he mentioned in the video that it's easier to do with a bigger blade like the Espada. Yeah, for sure. That's so cool. And it's not just a flick of the wrist. The flick of the wrist gets it like halfway. You get the whole arm action, and it really starts flying out. Heck yeah, dude. So go check out Kung Fu Love's video, like it, like this video, and subscribe and come back for more. We're gonna make some more knife content probably. That's what everyone's subscribed for, right? So I'll see you next time.